In order to be allowed to put a CE mark on a medical device, the manufacturer must make sure the device complies with all relevant regulations in the MDR. But who is the so-called manufacturer? After all, there's a manufacturer making stainless steel from raw materials or making polymers from oil. There are manufacturers producing parts from the big bars or pellets of steel or plastics, and another manufacturer designed a medical device that is built from parts made by others, then packaged, labeled with a brand name, and sold to the customer. According to the MDR, the manufacturer is only the party that puts the device on the market. Now, depending on the class of the medical device, the manufacturer has to take various steps to show compliance with the MDR, and these become more extensive for higher class devices. In this video, we only briefly touch upon the steps required for CE marking a Class 1 device. The steps for CE marking higher class devices and the details of these steps are discussed in other parts of this course. For a Class 1 device, the manufacturer must first show that the device conforms with the MDR. That is done by following all applicable rules in the MDR. That can be hard, but there are many so-called ISO standards that tell you how to comply with certain specific requirements in the MDR. And when you conform with these, you also conform with the MDR. We will tell you later what ISO standards there are and what to use them for. Now, after showing conformity, the manufacturer must register the product at the National Health Inspectorate. Next, they have to write up a declaration of conformity according to MDR Annex 4, and then it's party time. The CE mark can be placed on the medical device and on its packaging. But be aware, the CE mark cannot just be the letters C and E in an arbitrary font. It must adhere to the shape and size dictated in MDR Annex 5. And on a product or package that would look like this, or maybe like this. Well, that all looks quite simple, right? But are you able to distinguish a true European CE mark from something else? Is it the one on the left or on the right? Well, it is the right one. You can check that by continuing the lines of the circles on the inside and outside of the C. Check Annex 5 again if you want to compare. The one on the left is just a very smart rip-off from another country. It means China export. Please remember that products that are not marked with the European CE mark are not allowed to be traded in Europe and have not been certified to comply with European standards. And worse, European hospitals are by law not allowed to use medical devices that do not carry the medical MDR-based CE mark. So now you know the global route to the CE mark for Class 1 devices, but there are more important details to it, which we will treat later. And we'll do the same for the higher class devices, so you will be fully capable to navigate this spaghetti.